Hello and welcome to a Warframe video. So I wanted to make this video because I actually noticed recently, in fact, like about what, yesterday I think, about yesterday, yeah, there is another Ghoul Purge event, which is weird because the previous Ghoul Purge, like, ended not too long ago. I mean, I don't know why it's actually there. I haven't seen, in fact, it's actually not even there in the announcements. Like in the news, if you look here at the news, there is no like mention of the Ghoul Purge event being like oh, we have brought the Ghoul Purge back because of that reason. I don't follow their Warframe's Twitters or anything, but I mean, if they were going to bring an event like this back, which was supposedly a big deal because it came with the latest update, so I would imagine that they would have actually like showed it over here or something. So I don't know why, but okay. So the Ghoul Purge is back. It's only been what since yesterday. Wanted to make a video out of it, but it was I was busy. So it's pretty much, I'm guessing it's kind of the same unless something changed. I don't know if the Ghoul Purge is, I don't know, maybe functions the same way as the invasions here. Like there are certain conditions, when certain conditions are met, like for example in the invasions here, there is the events, which is the Fomorian and the Razorback Armada, which once you've done enough of the invasions from a specific side, it starts building up. Once the conflict has been like resolved, one of these things start increasing, and when it's maxed out, we get the event. We get the Fomorian or the Razorback event. I don't know if the Ghoul Purge now it's supposed to be something like that, or if there is specific reason why the Ghoul Purge is there. Although I do have a guess as to why they brought the Ghoul Purge back, and that is specifically because they wanted to increase their player, the people playing. Because currently, firstly, people who actually start farming for the unvoltings, such as the when the Prime Vault became opened and Frost, Loki, and Ember Prime were released along with all their weapons and equipment and stuff. Obviously, people started farming for them, and when all the relics came from the bounties basically, and that was a problem for some people because they weren't as common. And that was a problem. So a lot of people started either buying them in the trade chat or buying the Prime Vault. But then there is the point. There is the thing about that is that the bounties is you can redo the bounties again and again. Something fell. What fell? Oh, there it is. So bounties can be done over and over. You only, if you complete a bounty again and again, you still get the rewards. What you don't get is standing. Once your standing is depleted, I think you no longer get standing, but you still get the rewards. So literally, the bounties can be done over and over. Even if you've completed a bounty, you can complete it again. And if that bounty has a relic, that's obviously you can acquire those relics over and over again. And it's been what, a while now since the unvaulting. It's been Prime Vault unsealed. Yeah, so it's been 15 days, almost a month, since the Prime Vault opened, and most people already have either Ember, Loki, or Frost. At least the people who start farming for them when the unvaulting happened. Yeah, they probably already have everything by now, and so yeah, I mean, once you have acquired those last remaining frames, done a few farming, sure, you probably are done and are either moving on to other things, doing other things, or I mean, aside from playing Warframe. And I'm guessing this caused a lot of people to no longer play because we're just waiting for the next update for all the latest stuff. As always, all the things that are available on the PC are not available on the console yet. So literally, there's a moment in between those updates where players are like, okay, I've done everything that I could do, and I've acquired everything that's fresh. Now I can just move on to another game and play something else. I have a lot of friends who actually do that. So. I guess the developers do need something to like keep the players coming back or give them a reason to do comebacks, which is why I'm guessing is why the Ghoul Purge is. Now this is just a guess. I'm only guessing or theorizing or something. I'm not actually sure. I do want to check now because I am very curious. I do want to go to Cetus and interesting fact, I think they actually increased the amount of Sentinel cores you get when you defeat a Sentinel, a Vomvalist. So yeah, if you want to farm for those Sentient cores to increase your standings with the quills, then it's actually a lot easier now. You can actually acquire sentient cores out of the ass. And I've acquired about 35 sentient cores within a night without it like being fully like within like what? Like a few minutes at nighttime. So without even farming a full night literally. So yeah. Wait, was this here before? I don't recall these things being here before. Anyways, so what I want to do is I want to fast travel and I want to go to Kanzu and I want to check. Hey Kanzu. So here we go. So what do we have here? So it's the two bounties, one which is for starters and the one which is for, you know, everyone else. And yeah, I am seeing unvaulted relics. Lith G2 relic, that's the Glaive Prime relic, and Neo E1 that also has the Ember Prime relic. So on top of the relics, the possibilities of the relics coming on here, it's also the relics being here with the, maybe I'm guessing that there is one exception, that the specific bounties, the Ghoul Purge bounties, always have an unvaulted relic, I'm guessing, because I can imagine that being a thing. So it's interesting. There's also a lot of along with if you actually notice the unvaulted relics, they are in a position which is always silver. They're like basically last before a golden, so they're not as easily to acquire. So there's a bigger pool right now, so that will require more playing, there's more chance of getting a specific reward, and obviously that means there's going to be there's more grinding involved. And the only relics that you actually get that are in the beginning are relics that already are, they haven't been vaulted yet. So yeah, the way I see it is just another grind basically, and an event to encourage people to come to Warframe and play, instead of just leaving until the next update, because obviously people playing is important, which is, I guess, a little bit of a thing to consider, because this is the thing that's caused mostly by the trade chat, because you can actually trade platinum, and obviously people who farm the prime parts will trade those prime parts for the platinum, because that's either the one thing they can get or they don't want to spend money. So, and other people will be buying the platinum to acquire. Why acquire literally? Why spend the money you are required? Like what the prime vault, these particular bundles, each of the bundles, they require like what? About $50-$60, give or take. As a base, and why would you? And with that amount of money, you can literally get like 1,000 platinum, or even like about 1,000 platinum. So take that, and if you get just 500 platinum, is enough to basically get you pretty much all three of the Warframes, along with the weapons that you select. The only thing you don't get by the only thing that you can get through the trade chat is the accessories, and I mean their accessories are just cosmetics. And even though Fashion Frame is the I guess the end game you will call it, it is kind of like you do require platinum, and you require people with money to actually be able to do that. So it's kind of, most people don't really bother, and all the customization options that already exist are perfectly enough as it is. And I mean, through the trade chat, I've literally been able to acquire a lot of customizations just from trading things like in the trade chat for platinum. So literally with just 500 platinum, you can get pretty much all the Warframes, all the unvaulted prime Warframes. Like Ember, right now, Ember, you can get a full set for like 100 to 120 platinum at the very most. And obviously Loki and Frost are obviously Ember is the most expensive, well, until her nerf, then she's going to be probably the cheapest. And Frost and Loki are pretty much not as expensive. Like you can get Loki for like 100 and Frost as well. And Frost also is free if you have a Twitch Prime and you log in to the Warframe. You can actually acquire a Frost Prime for free. So that's pretty much, so literally with just like a base amount of like 400 to 300 platinum, you can pretty much get all three of the frames that were unvaulted. So why waste $60 trying to get things that you can easily just get in the trade chat for even cheaper? Because no matter how expensive the trade chat can get, it's not close to expensive. Especially in the console, things are very, very cheap. And no matter how expensive it might be in the PC, like in the console, everything is super cheap. Like you can get like an Ember Prime blueprint back at its prime. It's like at the most is like 200 platinum at the very most. So people are basically acquiring easily prime parts through the trade chat, and by doing so, well, they basically level up everything, they have their fun, and then they leave. There's no point. And I guess like anything that requires time, they might not actually do it. So that kind of like removes that part. And there are a bazillion of things that they have no idea they can do unless they're informed right somewhere. Obviously, some people are, they won't go to the wiki or follow the Warframe Twitch, the Warframe Twitter. So they'll just playing the game and acquiring the information that what they can do just through the game. So in most cases, there are things and Warframes that they have no idea how to get. So they just get all the prime parts, and obviously they'll aim for the primes since they are stronger. And we have quite a few primes now. Why would you get an ordinary version of a Warframe when you can get the prime version by spending a few platinum, which of course you can grind as well just through the trade chat by trading. So it kind of, people are leaving, and I guess they're trying to find ways to like force people to come and play, because now playing is the most important thing. People who actually buy things, they get what they want. They spend a few amount of money, sure, they get what they want, they play, they have their fun, and then they leave. They never come back. And I actually have people who I know who have spent like $100 worth of in basically platinum and everything, acquired what they could have acquired, and then they just left. They got bored and they left. So the people who play are not necessarily the people who play the game. And the people who actually pay less, the people who actually grind for the platinum and go through the trade chat and just play the game to acquire as much as possible, are the only people who are going to be playing. And since there's nothing in the console up until the next update, which is the current PC update, there's nothing for us to do except either do some daily grinds, consume some daily standings, maybe find something in the trade chat that could be traded for that little platinum just to plan ahead, while we wait for the next update. And I don't know, hopefully, I guess Korra maybe, or the next event and stuffing, because everything right now has already been, there's nothing right now, there's just nothing to keep the people who already have farmed everything to basically staying. So they're just moving on. So I don't know, but anyways, well, another Ghoul Purge event. If you had problems with acquiring relics, unvaulted relics, well, now you can just do the Ghoul Purge. There's one that's super easy. There's one that you can easily, that a lot of people will probably also be doing, so you can probably work it together. And it's getting a little bit easier to actually know what to do, but I guess it is fun, but the grind is repetitive. And if you don't like doing the things over and over and over again for just a small chance of a reward, then you'll probably get bored and leave, which is understandable, very understandable. That is to not consider that people also have, lives. So there's also that to consider. But yeah, I guess, there's another Cool Purge available now. If you want to farm, you can farm. And I guess this covers my assumptions, or the way things are right now when it comes to Warframe. And I kind of blabbered all for too long, but if you have actually watched this long, thank you for watching. Stay cool, enjoy what Warframe has to offer until now, and hopefully the next content will be even better. And stay cool, and I'll see you later. Bye.